All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I don't believe this thing has any oil in it. Never mind. There is no oil. All right, let's give it a shot and see if it's going to run. We know it'll start, but will it run? Keep running. Still got gas. Oh, it was the choke's on. Let me try it without the choke. Either I got the wrong jets in it, or there's still something wrong with the carburetor. Or something else. Got a little over 110 pounds of compression. Carb doesn't leak. Well, it started leaking, but we got that fixed. I don't know what else I can try here. I think maybe half. One. I want to mix up some stronger a lower ratio of gas to oil. Seems to be making a funny noise and I don't like it. I just don't like it. Gas is all the way up to here. It hasn't used that much. Perhaps the float is not letting enough in. Ah, that could be. Since it's not burning it, and since when I restart it, it'll run a little bit depending on how long I leave it in between. That sounds like the needle and seat isn't letting in enough fuel. So I guess I'm going to have to pull that carburetor off again anyway. I guess you could turn it and take the bottom off and change it, but that'll be a pain. All right, You tired of looking at the back of my head? Maybe you heard what I said there. Maybe you didn't. But I think I'm going to pull the carb again and check that float level. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I was working on this DT250 yesterday, and it wouldn't keep running. And so I figured maybe I got the float set wrong. I thought it was right, but it might be wrong. So what I've been using, let me show you, is this clear plastic line going down to the carburetor. And I filled it up to about this spot right here yesterday, and I did start it up, but it revved a little bit and then it died. And I looked over here and the gas is right where it was before it started, so I knew it wasn't getting gas. So I had clipped this pair of whatever you call them on there to put a weight on it so it wouldn't slip down over there. Only when I put the clip on, I clipped it on like this, which basically shut off the air supply so the gas couldn't ever go down to the carburetor. So when I came out today to take the carburetor off, of course I wanted to get that gas out of there. So I was going to take the pinchers here off of the hose where it was and put it down at that end and then take the thing out. And when I took it off up here, all the gas that was in the line ran down into the carburetor. Makes sense, right? Sometimes I'm just too dumb to figure it out, but I figured it out. So in order to add that same weight, I just clipped it in here, but I left room for air to pass this time. And I'm going to fill it back up, and we're going to start it up again, and we'll see if maybe it runs a little bit better. It's a possibility. Charlie's over there trying to find them mice again. So here we go. I'm going to put it on a different camera. Well, let's give it another try. The float was sticking and it was overflowing. So I gave it the old float sticking rescue, pounded on it a bit, and I think it's working now. Well, it kicks like a mule. All right, let's try this one more time. It sounds to me like it's only running on the pilot jet. I think something's plugged up in the exhaust. Well, I'm going to have to work on it tomorrow. I spent a lot of time today working on my other home projects, and I just thought I'd come out and see if it'd start easily. It starts, but I put my hand over the exhaust, and I don't feel exhaust coming out of there. It's almost like a vacuum. I don't know how that could be on a two-stroke. Well, folks, I'm relatively certain I know what the problem is finally. When I had it running, I put my hand over the end of the exhaust, and there's no exhaust getting through. So somewhere, a mouse has made a nest in there. It was sitting for a long time in the building up there, and apparently the mouse thought it would be a great place. So I'm betting, I don't know for sure. Charlie, shut up! Dog really likes to bark. Anyway, I'm betting that once I tear that exhaust off there and start looking through it, I'll find out that there's a bunch of straw and rags and whatever else in there. I'll do that tomorrow, and we'll see if this thing won't run a little bit better with an open exhaust. That's all for now.